Hey, what's up, people? How you guys doing, man? This is DaRendogxtreme. I am back with another video, and so here's your video. And what I'm here to talk about is the Miami Heat and OKC. Yes, they did defeat the Boston Celtics. I wish I talked about Game 7, which I thought the Celtics were well, apparently the Celtics did put on a good fight for the Miami Heat, but I thought the Celtics were going to close out on the Heat. Both teams came back from 0-2 to face each other. That would be interesting, Celtics and Thunder. But we're getting Heat and Thunder like everyone predicted. And guess what? It came true. Like, who knew that it was going to come true? It's going to be Heat and Thunder. That's what everyone predicted. Heat and OKC. And now we're getting Heat and Thunder. Like, oh my God. It's like, what do you call it? It's like a meal delivered on a platter. Like, it just comes to you and you ask for it. Or it's like something off the menu. It's like, could we have the Miami Heat versus OKC, please? That'll be $6.95. And then you get your meal delivered. And then now we're getting the meal of LeBron James, like a fresh fresh barbecue ribs. Kevin Durant, like the fresh mashed potatoes. Well, that's where I'm gonna come from, but yeah, most definitely it's going to be Kevin Durant. And so this is going to be a phenomenal game, and I think I'm going to be excited. It's going to be crazy, so I'll be excited about that. And I really can't wait to see some Miami Heat and Oklahoma City Thunder. Like, oh my gosh, it's just going to be crazy. It's going to be an actual interesting game. This game is going to be a huge game. It's going to be the biggest game one I saw. Hopefully it's like the Super Bowl, because I think it is going to be like the Super Bowl because of so many views, because of two flashy teams going at it. That's going to be exciting. So I'm still beat up about the Celtics losing. They should have won that game. I thought they were going to go to the finals every 2 years, but it's not happening. And I thought this could be an underdog season for the Celtics, because they're the underdog team. Like, they practically were an underdog to the Miami Heat, especially an old team. They're like the underdogs. They still have talent, and so practically, and there's a lot of underdog players that are young, and then the top dogs on the team are old. So, no offense, but they are, and look at them. They actually made it to the top. And the Celtics had 4 injuries, so they were underdogs practically. The Celtics are an underdog team. So that's hard to explain. And, Celtics are the underdogs. The Heat are like the top dog team. Like, a lot of underdog players that are now top dogs, like Mike Miller, who's also a good backup, Shane Battier, Mary Chalmers is improving, and Joel Anthony, very good in the post. Udonis Haslem, has been on the team since 2004. Well, I don't know how long he's been on the team for, but I remember when they got Shaq, that's when I started paying attention to Miami Heat more, and that was when I was in Miami. So I think the Heat actually had a good, fantastic season. They just got stopped by Detroit, who were fighting to defend their championship. And I think that's the thing. But apparently, other than that, Miami Heat were a fantastic team when I was in Florida. And that was just, oh my gosh, history was just made. So, and they were just the most exciting team since getting Shaq. And now they got LeBron James. I wish I was still in Miami. I wish I was in middle school. I wish I could talk to my old neighbor in Miami about them. They're going to be bragging more about LeBron James. I mean, if we had Shaq, they wouldn't care because they had LeBron James. Like, I wish I was in Miami right now hearing them brag about LeBron James. Oh my gosh. If they win a championship, LeBron James gets a ring, that's going to be bragging rights for them. Kevin Durant, if he wins a ring, that's going to be bragging rights. Like, this is just going to be bragging rights for these 2 young players. LeBron James, who is now, I think, 25? Yeah, he came in the NBA 2003, 2004, 18. So, yeah, he should be like 26, 25. That's still young. So, oh my gosh, that was just crazy. So, yeah, man, it was just crazy. So far with OKC, I think this is going to be an exciting game. I'm still excited about it. I mean, the Celtics really fought hard against Miami Heat. Don't worry, it's not gunshots, but that's not a gunshot. But for the least of it all, I think, the Heat do have a real shot, and like they say, like everyone predicted, Miami Heat's taking this one. It's gonna be their year. It may be their year, especially after crushing the Dallas Mavericks. Oh my gosh, I remember that Christmas Day game. They just demolished them. Like, I think 107 to 80 something. It's like, man, they're gonna take this season by storm. They were urgent. You can tell they were urgent, and they mean business. And like after that huge game, like Dwayne Wade, LeBron, and Bosh mean business, and that's what you're seeing right there. So, yeah. So, yeah, it's a tough loss. Celtics are out of the playoffs. Lakers are out of the playoffs, and it's ironic because they knocked off those two rivals, Celtics and Lakers, who are rivals, and it's ironic, except OKC did in the semifinals, Heat did in the conference finals, and it's the second year Lakers got knocked off. So this is going to be an interesting season. I believe so. So we'll just see what happens from there. I thought the Spurs were going to go to the finals. I thought it was going to be Heat and Spurs. Heat are going to face another Texas team. It's not happening. They're facing Oklahoma City. And the Spurs were on an incredible roll, but somehow they got stopped. Like, two teams, there's like, so far, I think, Cavaliers, who swept two teams in a row, got knocked out of the conference finals by Orlando. OKC, Miami Heat, who were on an 8-0 run back in 2005 playoffs, got knocked off by Detroit. Like, that was just unbelievable. And then for the Spurs to get knocked off, it's like, you can't believe it. So, for the least of it all, now it's like, for the Thunder, Russell Westbrook, Mario Chalmers. Russell Westbrook, who's one of the big three for the point guard. I think that's a big leverage. Mario Chalmers is not a big three. He's an underdog. I think I consider him an underdog player. And I think with the main big three for Dwayne, LeBron, and Bosh, I think they have a weakness. Like, they only score with like 5 players. Like, Celtics should have. If Celtics had them, like, they had them. They had them flat out. And now the Thunder, I think, have great leverage for the most part. So I think, the Thunder may take this one, but the Heat do have a shot. And I'm telling you, they do mean business. So I don't want to drag this video too long, but I'm just saying stuff to get off my mind because NBA Finals Game 1 is going to be meaningful. I think this is going to be like the Super Bowl. This is going to be a lot of stuff happening. This is going to be big. So I'm really excited about the NBA Finals. So I'm going to leave you out with this. Scott Brooks, Eric Spoelstra. Eric Spoelstra, I think, has 1 year experience. Scott Brooks is going to be a first time. So it's going to be interesting. And it's mostly, I don't know, Eric Spoelstra is really coaching because it's mostly Dwayne and LeBron and Bosh. But he's a good coach. He actually got in the playoffs for a number of years before they had LeBron James. But, yeah, I mean, without LeBron, if Dwayne Wade is a leading star player, they're like an average team. So for the most part, it's gonna be Bosh and Durant with those big threes going at it, and this is gonna what's take over the game. And Ibaka and LeBron, who drive and throw dunks down, and Dwayne Wade and Harden, Mario Chalmers and Westbrook. This is gonna be the matchup that I don't think I'm ever gonna forget. But now it's like up for grabs because this could be evenly matched. I see a lot of potential in these both teams, so that's what I'm going to say for the least of it, man. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out. I don't want to drag this video too long. Bye. Peace out.